So, welcome guys. Hopefully everything will be fine. This is the first game for today. I need to get a bit warmed up. But I managed to get a pretty awesome game. Actually, there were two games I was waiting for. MBS with Ork, O-U-R-K, the player from UK. And seems that servyoa is playing with Spleodur, so this is also a pretty interesting game. So I decided to go with this one because in the last game we had to wait a bit for Ork, so I didn't want to have a downtime. Now hopefully everything will be okay. My microphone is on, yes. Now back to the game. We have Razor servyoa spawning on the left side as the yellow Terran, and on the right side we have TMCL Spleodur, a player from Bulgaria if I remember correctly. Now it's TVP, of course, as you can see, and the map is Metalopolis, a pretty classic map. Actually, Metalopolis and Selnaga Caverns are the most played maps. Now, I'm not sure about the CraftCup map pool. They added some couple of maps, but I think a map like Blistering Sands is still in the map pool, so that's kind of bleh. Actually, let me check exactly to see the map pool, because why not? Yep, Blistering Sands, Terminus Res, Scrap Station, Test Bug, Selnaga Caverns, Shakura's Plateau, Shattered Temple, Metalopolis, Delta Quadrant. So besides Blistering Sands seems to be an okayish map pool. Hopefully Shakura's Plateau is the new version that Blizzard just released. If you don't know, Blistering Sands actually got removed from the map pool when they did changes like 3 weeks ago or something like that, and because Blizzard considered that Shakura's Plateau was a pretty straightforward map, you can easily take an expansion, and the battles always occur in the middles, not to mention that also because of the backdoor rocks, it raised some kind of favorite over TVZ if a Terran players attacked over there. So with the new changes, Shakura's Plateau seems a bit more okay. Now back to the game. Seems that servyoa is opening with a 1-1-1 opening. We have a barrack where he pulled down 2 marines, 3 actually. This one is still hunting for the probe. So nice job by servyoa by keeping that marine up in front, and that actually stopped Spleodur for scouting. He doesn't know if servyoa expanded or anything like that, and not to mention he also doesn't know anything about servyoa's base. Now as you can see, this is the classic 1-on-1 opening. After you build a factory, you get 1 Hellion out that you use for scouting. After the Hellion out, you get a tech lab, and yep, as you can see, and the tech lab will be ready in about the same time as the starport, so you can easily swap the two. But we also have a tech lab on the barracks, so this is a bit more interesting. Let's see. Okay, he's swapping, but he will not have the gas for cloak, so he will need to wait a bit for oh, I just remembered that we have this cool this cool Blizzard stuff overlay. Proxy Pylon for TMCL Spleodur. We also have an observer, so the cloak will not be that useful anyway, so this bench used only for a bit of scouting and a bit of harassing. Let's see, 2 gates robo into expansion. Also a pretty popular opening, especially on this type of spawning positions. Now let's check the income tab. Bam! I really love this stuff. Too bad that this new overlays only work on Blizzard maps. They don't work on custom. But it seems that TMCL Spleodur is already prepared for the Banshee. We see that he has an observer over here for scouting, but he already started another observer to keep in base before he saw the Banshee. A command center for servyoa, and now let's see the damage that he can do. Okay, servyoa is researching Steampack, and now let's check down the Banshee. One kill, and he's forced to retreat. Not bad, not bad. Only taking one hit. And this SCV is also going to scout, and I think I will need to disable the smart camera pan because it's moving so slow. Now, where the hell do I do that? Smart camera pan, okay. Let's see if it works now. Yep, it works. Now also Raven out. Very popular to get a Raven early on, especially since you have a tech lab on the starport because you build a Banshee. It's very useful to get a Raven because you will get energy for that point defense drone, which will help versus stalkers. And besides that, you can also hunt down observers, and we saw players like Beastie QT doing that, always moving around the base with the Raven and the Marines to kill the observer, as you can see that servyoa is doing right now, and the observer got down. Now transitioning into tanks. So it's not a classic bio play, but I actually love his kind of play. Also, you can see that he doesn't have an engineering bay, which some people might say it's a bit late of a timing to do that, because engineering bay is usually built at around 6-7 minutes, let's say, and because that's usually immediately after that, that's usually when a Dark Templar hits. But because servyoa scouted with this Banshee, he knows that there is no Dark Templar incoming. There we have the point defense drone. Nice job by servyoa. He's also placing down a bunker. Oh no, he cancelled it. Actually, he moved the SCV with the army, and that's what caused the cancel. But this Nexus is surely going to fall right now. TMCL has a lot of zealots, and not to mention this Colossus that doesn't seem to be a hallucination, so it's a real Colossus. And now servyoa is moving back in time. Good call, but he did some small damage. It's always good to poke around and not allow. Okay, losing 3 SCVs. Now he's moving back, reinforcing with some more army. Also nice timing by him. He already has the starport with the reactor out, so he can start producing Vikings. We already see 1 out and 2 more on the way. Now let's see. Siege tech is not yet done. It's only at about 50%. We also have a Stargate by Spleodur. 2 Stargates by Spleodur, so he's going to do the classic proto stuff. Also researching external thermal lens. Now back to servyoa's base. He continues to produce Vikings. Barrack is out, not getting supply block. Nice job. He already has pretty strange that, yeah, since his main army is mainly composed of Marines, he didn't research concussive shells. And nice job by Spleodur. The thing is that because of this zealot, servyoa might suspect that there is a pylon over here. Now, at about the same time, this is the classic timing for the third base, around the 12-13 minute mark. Of course, there are some Zergs that are actually expanding at about the 7th minute mark, with some risks taken. Now we see that TMCL Spleodur is pumping out Phoenixes, a lot of them actually. It's also pretty common stuff to do, to build Phoenixes, especially when you have Colossus, because if the Terran player is not careful to manually tell these Vikings to attack the Colossus. This means that they will shoot the Phoenixes, and of course the Colossus will be more alive. And to be honest, the Phoenixes die pretty slowly to the Vikings. I actually saw Most Telok losing a game in CraftCup King of the Month, first edition, I think, versus Naniwa, because his Vikings were shooting the Phoenixes and the Colossus did a huge amount of damage. Okay, doing a drop. Nice job. I'm not sure about the damage. It seems that he managed to kill some probe over there, but he's going to lose everything maybe. Okay, he might actually kill. Yes, he killed one of the Phoenixes, and now at the same time he's also attacking at the third base. So nice timing by servyoa. The Nexus is down, and let's not forget that he's happily mining from his orbital command, and he chooses not to build it into a planetary fortress, which is a pretty nice stuff. We see that Spleodur is poking around with the Phoenixes, and look at these Colossus. They look pretty scary. Taking down some Marines. Oh, almost losing one Phoenix. And now Spleodur is doing a pretty risky move, expanding at the gold location, losing 2 more Marauders. And the problem is that servyoa is not actually having too much infantry right now, only tanks and Vikings, and they are good. But TMCL Spleodur is only having Zealots and of course the Colossus. Taking down his third expansion again. Long mining from the gold location. It's actually been known that once you get saturated, you get more income if you do long mining like this. Nice job by servyoa scanning out. He sees that Spleodur expanded at the gold, and the one thing that on this map, of course, we have a Protoss in this situation, but on if you see a Zerg on this map and he's expanding at the gold location, he's pretty crazy because the Terran player can just place a tank over here at the Selnaga tower, and it's pretty hard to kill it. And with that siege tank, he can shoot, of course, at the gold location, but it's not going to be the case on this matchup, because Spleodur is having Phoenixes and he can easily pick on the tanks. Building down another command center, and now the Terran player might actually. Oh guys, what do we have here? Where is the building? Where is the awesome building? We also have a Templar Archives, of course, but we have a fleet beacon on the way and a carrier. So guys, rejoice! We have a cool game over here. servyoa is preparing for another drop, and I'm pretty excited about the carrier. Also researching Protoss air weapons level 1, and the Graviton catapult, which is the speed for the carriers, for the interceptors. They will go out more faster. And there we have even High Templars, even Colossus. We see no Immortals, mainly because servyoa is not having too many Marauders. Maybe now he can get some Immortals. And something died over here, and it seemed pretty big. I'm not sure why. And there's a drop, but there is nothing else to kill. Finally servyoa reacting in time, and he's killing some probes and still hitting down these refineries, which still had about 1000 placement gas. And now we have maybe the final battle. Storms over here, nice force fields by Spleodur. We also have a lot of Vikings. The Colossus are down, and it seems that servyoa is winning this fight. Spleodur is forced to retreat, and he doesn't actually have too much army, and he even landed the Vikings. All the Vikings are on red and orange, and okay, Spleodur finally warped in some of these zealots. And whoa, look at how many Vikings. They might actually become. It's not that he can land them, of course, but they will die pretty easily to any kind of damage. Also harassing this spot. Okay, maybe we are finally landing them. No other action on the field, and he's going to be able to do some damage. And he actually doesn't need the Vikings that much right now, because Spleodur is not continuing to produce. Actually, no, sorry. the Vikings would have been very useful because of the carriers. I wanted to say, since servyoa is building, since Spleodur is building carriers, he will not need the Vikings because there will be no Colossus, but that's pretty stupid. The Vikings would have been useful. Another drop over here. Not reacting with all of the army. Pretty hard to harass a Protoss late game. Let's check the APM of the pairs. Both pairs doing a very good job. And now he really needs to take down this third location. He might actually do that because the Protoss player doesn't have an army and he's pretty far away. And the Nexus is down, and as you can see, servyoa is happily mining from the gold location, which he turned out into a planetary fortress and his third base. He might actually expand soon. Oh, he didn't saw this. Oh, he actually saw it, but it's a good choice that he's retreating. This army would get obliterated by Splendor's army. servyoa with is in front or at the foot. Let's check down the income tab. Yeah, he's in front because he has more SCVs. 63 to 48 probes. And now let's check the AMP. servyoa has 3 ghosts in his army. Bam bam, maybe now. Oh, look, high temper over there. Going to take down this location and even these probes. Nice, he scanned, he knows where the army is. He should siege up these tanks also. Yep, he's doing that. And now he's moving back. Let's check the EMP, nice, and even some stores over there. One force field. And now the carriers are in fight, 2 of them, and yeah, this is the downside of the carriers. You can easily lose the interceptors to a lot of the marines, and servyoa right now has a lot of marines. As you can see, this carrier has 0 interceptors, and the other one also had only like 1. So I'm not sure if the carriers, but he's keeping with it. He's researching air weapons level 2. Nice kiting the zealots, and there's the GG. servyoa moves forward. Nice first game. And now let's check what other game I can bring.